Part 6, Drama at the Mortuary. What can we learn from the death of Beryl Adhiambo Ouma? There was an altercation at the mortuary. Beryl's father nearly exchanged blows with somebody at Chiromo Funeral Parlor, at Chiromo Mortuary. I think that it was an in-law, but I'm not sure. Some media outlets report it as an in-law. The father was seen pushing and shoving one person, right? And the police, they separated the two, which I think was good. And they were awaiting the results of the postmortem. I believe also, going from the tweets that I've seen from the Twitter account that's supposed to be the brother's account, that there are some kind of divisions within Beryl Adhiambo Ouma's family. Because that Twitter account, it says, the one that purports to be from Mark Ouma, my sister raised the physical abuse in 2018, but my paps and the class told me to slow. In other words, in 2018, the reports were already there of physical abuse, not just of troubles in the marriage, but physical abuse. And the brother seemed to have wanted to do something, if that account is his. But somebody told him to go slow. And who did that? Here it says my paps and the class told him to go slow. That was a tweet on February 21st. Another tweet on February 21st. But my paps didn't heed the signs. And today my sister is gone. It's a tweet of regret. That if perhaps somebody had heeded the sign, then Beryl Adhiambo Ouma would be alive today. But somebody did not heed the sign. And what I wanted to tell people is simple. Old habits die hard. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. If somebody is used to beating other people, if violence is a strategy by somebody to solve an issue, it's highly unlikely that that person will change tact. And when somebody starts abusing his wife, even verbally, one day it will turn physical, and another day it will lead to death. So when it comes to physical abuse, it's not a matter if somebody will die. It's a matter of when they will die. Perhaps another death, a natural death will take them before somebody beats them to death or does something to cause their death. But that death is coming because evil grows. And physical abuse, verbal abuse, it's an evil. And it will keep on growing. And one day, it will consume. So parents, please, listen to your children. You do not know everything. Your kids can be right. Study the weight of their arguments. Do not dismiss them based on your authority as a parent. Accept your mistakes. To err is human. To forgive divine. So yes, perhaps Beryl's father might not have responded well to the reports of physical abuse. But at least he stepped up and tried to ensure that in death, the truth of her death will not be hidden. So step up even if you are wrong in the past. There were friends of Beryl who are trying to cope with guilt. An example is Mrs. Katiwa. I'd mentioned her in part 1. She says on Twitter, on Instagram, this was on Instagram, we were so happy that you were getting married. Little did we know that we were sending you to your own grave. I felt from that there was a touch of guilt in that statement. They grew up together. They were high school friends. They had the same circle of friends. She was one of her bridesmaids at her wedding. And now her friend is dead. To Mrs. Katiwa and to others, you did not kill her. Laiko Osuri is the one who, I would say, might have killed her and is likely to have killed her. Perhaps with the aid of other accomplices. What we can do is to step up in future, to speak up when things go wrong, to never hide things under the carpet, to address the elephant in the room. And what the police can do is that they can start acting on reports to encourage people to look for details, to encourage people to risk their injury, to risk their lives, and to make sure that that other person is safe and okay. And even if they will go back to being married tomorrow, that police report will be a vindication that they did the right thing. And it will prevent people from arguing today, fighting today, and then making merry tomorrow. There is a conflict between feminists and chauvinists. Two sides of the same coin, a dangerous coin. The feminists and the chauvinists, they are one and the same. They're just on different sides of the same coin. There's one person who says on Kenya Talk, he says, wanawake siku hizi wako na mdomo sana thanks to liberalism. He also says, they will continue dying in numbers until washike adabu. That's an extreme chauvinist. Another one says, I understand when they kill. I understand when they kill. Sometimes you find yourself almost killing. That's what he says. So that's an extreme chauvinist, and people with that kind of mentality actually are the ones who are most likely to do this kind of thing, like this one says, almost killing, and they're the ones who are most likely to justify this kind of action. Here's another thing. Now a feminist, or what I consider a feminist, every day I asked myself questions about what happens in the psyche of Kenyan men. She was responding to this incident, and she believes all men are the same. What about Laiko Ouma? He was trying to fight for his sister. What about Mr. Nyakach? He was trying to fight for his daughter. What about me doing this video? What am I trying to do? What about the men who came, the neighbors who came when they were fighting and who tried to intervene? What about them? Do you have the same thinking as this guy had, Laiko Osuri, and the other men who did evil? Do we have the same kind of thinking? Anyway, this is what I'll end with. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. That's Mahatma Gandhi. We will not help anyone in this issue if we have chauvinists on one side and feminists on one side spreading extremist ideology. We need peaceful resolutions. We need to talk. We need to change the system. And when it comes to those guys who are feeling guilty, or guys who did not do as much as they could in the past, find peace in yourselves and think of the living. Think of the future. Think of what you can do to end and to fight domestic violence. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section below the video. Thank you to all my 1,108 subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel and share these videos. Do not hide a light where there is darkness. Pray for me that I may not flee for fear of the wolves.